To all the MMA fans out there, you all guys know how big this loss is. May his soul rest in peace. So hey guys, I hope you're doing well in this quarantine. And sorry guys, even I am sick of saying this again and again. But seeing the current situation, I don't see any other way to introduce our videos, okay? So till the lockdown gets over, please bear me. So yeah, I hope you're doing well in this quarantine. And today in our video, we're gonna talk about plasma therapy and how India is the only country who's taking plasma therapy to the next level. So we're going to talk about what is plasma therapy, what are the criteria for plasma therapy, and how effective it is, and how India is successfully implementing plasma therapy. So so watch this video till the end. So let's get started. Though there are various drugs which are available right now that are proposed by scientists and doctors from various countries like Remdesivir, Favipiravir and HCQs, but yet they are not certified to what we call as a perfect vaccine for COVID-19. So this is where plasma therapy comes into the picture. Plasma therapy is an experimental treatment that some doctors are using for people with severe coronavirus disease. You all guys know that if a person is contracted to a virus, his body automatically generates antibody, the protein the body uses to fight off the infection. Similarly, people who have recovered from COVID-19 have antibodies for coronavirus. The blood from the people who have recovered is called convalescent plasma. And for your information guys, blood is mainly comprised of 4 parts: red blood cell, white blood cell, blood platelets and plasma. And plasma is the liquid portion of the blood, and it is the region where we are interested in. Researchers hope that this convalescent plasma can be given to people with severe COVID-19 to boost the ability to fight the virus. And this might also help people who are moderately ill from becoming more ill and experiencing COVID-19 complications. By criteria, I mean the people who are eligible for donating the convalescent plasma. Here's how it is done. All donors must be diagnosed with COVID-19. Donors should be completely healthy for at least 14 days after recovering from the virus. All donors must be between the ages of 20 and 60. Once the donor meets the criteria, between 200 to 600 cc of plasma are collected from the donor with apheresis devices. After the collection process, the plasma is stored at minus 18 to 25 degrees Celsius or below. Around 200 to 400 ml of convalescent plasma are given to COVID-19 patients with severe or critical condition. India gets its first plasma bank. And before getting into this topic, I want to say that patients who are really eligible and willing to donate plasma can call at this number or WhatsApp at this number. And guys, if you are really eligible, it's a sincere request to go and donate. A group of doctors will get in touch with the patient who is to confirm eligibility. So yeah. On Thursday, July 2, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal inaugurated India's first plasma bank at the Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences (ILBS) to ease access to plasma that is being used as an treatment trial to treat COVID-19 patients. Plasma bank functions like a blood bank and has been specifically created for patients who are suffering from severe coronavirus disease. In Delhi, 7 hospitals have permission to conduct these trials on COVID-19 patients, and they are All India Institute of Medical Sciences AIIMS, Maulana Azad Medical College in coordination with ILBS, Indraprastha Apollo Hospital, Batra Hospital, Lady Harding Medical College, Ram Manohar Lohia, and Max Hospital Saket. And guys, I'm just saying this because in case if anyone gets benefited from watching this video. With 5 critically ill COVID-19 patients having recovered from the virus through convalescent plasma therapy, this has initiated towards the plasma bank in Delhi. And now even Delhi government is working towards expanding this facility in all of its hospitals. Now Delhi is all set to get world's biggest COVID-19 facility with the size of 22 football fields. Maharashtra launches Project Platina, world's largest plasma therapy trial for COVID-19 patients. The project aims to boost the chances of survival of serious COVID-19 patients by providing them free plasma therapy at 21 government-run centers at Maharashtra and 4 in Mumbai. As per the reports, the project is being launched in 20 centers, initially with the goal to supply plasma to 500 patients, and they're expecting this number to gradually increase up to 5,000 by August. So guys, this is really a great initiative. Currently, 500 patients will be given 2 doses of 200 ml of convalescent plasma taken from a recovered COVID-19 patient. And Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has announced a sum of 16.5 crore from CM Relief Fund for this project. Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope on Thursday said that there is no community transmission in Maharashtra. Most of the cases which are coming positive are of the people who are either under institutional quarantine, home quarantine, or with some contact history. So there is no community spread in the state as of now. so it's a bit of hope. And he also added that 9 out of 10 patients are getting better through plasma treatment. So guys, this is what I wanted to hear. Like, it's really great. Medicines like remdesivir and favipiravir will be available in all the districts in the coming 2 days, and they're ensuring that this is not available only for rich and influential people. It's available for all. So it's really great. Guys, brace yourself, because next what I'm gonna say is not something that you would like to hear. Mumbai's Lal Bagh Raja won't be a part of Ganpati festival this year due to COVID. Blood and plasma donation camps, contribution to Chief Minister's Relief Fund, and felicitation of COVID warriors, as well as the soldiers who lost their lives in the India-China standoff in Galwan. This is how the organizers of Mumbai's iconic Lal Bagh Raja Mandal are planning to celebrate Ganpati festival this year. Guys, even though we won't witness the Agman and Visarjan of Lal Bagh Raja this year, but what they're doing is just completely out of this world. It's a big respect for them. Meanwhile, the Brihan Mumbai Sarvajanik Ganesh Utsav Samanvay Samiti, the coordinating committee for all the Ganesh Mandals in Mumbai, sent a letter Wednesday afternoon to the Lal Bagh Mandal organizers, urging them to reconsider their decision. And in this letter, it was written that the committee suggests keeping a smaller idol of 4 feet to continue the tradition. I don't know if the organizers of Lal Bagh will consider this or not. And they also decided to donate 25 lakh to Chief Minister's Relief Fund. Guys, share this as much as possible, because let everyone know about this. So guys, that's it, we are done. And I just wanted to say that in Maharashtra right now there is around 2 lakh cases, active cases to be around 83,300, deaths to be around 9,000, approximately around 900. So, and even though the police, Mumbai police has said that you can go for jogging, cycling, walking, it doesn't mean that the lockdown is over, okay? So guys, I just recommend you all to analyze the situation and act accordingly. And yeah, thanks for watching this video till the end. Your sincere comments are appreciated, and do subscribe if you want more such updates.